Hey, everybody. It is the after show with Jimmy Kimmel from Jimmy Kimmel Live and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Thursdays on ABC. Jimmy, any chance you'll do a cooking show? A lot of people are loving your recipes online and your I mean, I love every food you post looks so good, and you have an affinity for pizza, which is my soft spot. Would you ever do a cooking show?
You know, it's funny because I'm pretty good. I make things and people seem to like them, but I have unorthodox methodology. So after I posted a video making pastatina, which is something I make for my kids, people are like, "You're going to set the kitchen on fire. What you did was unsafe. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that." There's a lot of different criticisms, and I'm not interested in them, to be honest. I haven't burned the house down yet, and I don't plan to.
Melissa from Newton Square, Pennsylvania wants to know where Guillermo is. We haven't seen him on the show since you've been taping from home.
No, he's on the show. He's on, in fact, he's standing by each night, and he's ready in case I go to him, and I do from time to time. But he's in his house with his wife and his kid, and he is ready to come back to work.
I'm sure. Carlos S. emailed, since you're always forced to talk to them, I don't think you're forced to. I think you love The Bachelor, but Carlos wants to know who's been the most boring Bachelor contestant you've ever interviewed on your show?
The most boring Bachelor contestant I've ever interviewed on the show. Molly, what do you think? Molly says the soccer player.
Oh, okay.
The soccer player.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. She got that quick.
Yeah. Something foreign.
Liam L wants to know if you've ever had a "well, that went south fast" interview moment. And if so, who was it with?
Yeah, almost every night. Many of them. Ideally, the people watching the show don't notice, but it happens. I mean, sometimes there's like some big story, as you know, you're expecting somebody to get into, and you'll be like, "So I understand you just got back from Hawaii," and they'll be like, "No."
Right. They don't land it.
Like, all right, well,
okay.
Aloha then.
Before we let you go, your number one fan, who's our associate producer, Sean Paul Loop, has a question. Okay, Sean Paul, he's there quarantined with Mike. Sean Paul, what's your question for Jimmy Kimmel?
Hey, guys. Hey, Jimmy. Okay, so my favorite thing on the show, my favorite segment is your pranks with Aunt Chippy. So my question for you, it's kind of a two-parter. What is your favorite prank you've ever pulled on her before television? And which prank made her the most upset with you of any prank?
Well, I've really pulled hundreds of pranks on my aunt, but the classic, the most consistent was blowing up her cigarettes. You get these little things called cigarette loads. They used to be more common than they are, and she smokes a lot. And I would put them in her cigarettes. Sometimes I'd go buy, even as a kid, I'd go buy a pack of cigarettes. I'd replace her cigarettes with the loaded cigarettes. She'd smoke at work. She'd smoke in the car. There'd be an explosion. She smoked at slot machines in Las Vegas, just tobacco everywhere. So that's kind of the classic Aunt Chippy prank. The maddest she's ever been, I think, was probably when she was at work and I had her house painted orange and green, the whole house. She lost her mind. She was she got very upset.
That's funny.
I sent her to a sonogram, and this is worth looking up on YouTube. I sent her daughter, my cousin Mickey, was having a baby, and it was the first child, in her first of her grandchildren. And so she went to the sonogram, and we had a fake sonogram set up where the baby was doing jumping jacks and the baby was smoking, and then the baby had my face, and she didn't know what the hell was going on. She thought that the baby was actually doing jumping jacks, and she was emotionally devastated at the end of that.
That is so funny.
It was really good.
That's funny.
I love her ceramic stuff. Thank you.
Thanks, Mikey.
Thanks,
Stay safe, you boys. Thanks, Jimmy Kimmel. We really appreciate it. It was your day off. You came in anyway. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. It's fun talking to you, and really, to be honest, talking to any other human being.
Right. Yes, that is true. Thank you to Molly and the kids too.
All right.
Stay safe and healthy.
Oh, there goes Jane on the scooter. You too. Take care, Andy.